Scott, thank you for joining us. In the space of 6 days, we've gone away from home twice. We've scored 8 goals and we've picked up 6 points. It can't get much better than that, can it?
Yes, a big result for us today. Obviously pleased with that, with the outcome of the game. I thought that we scored some really good goals today, some outstanding goals, and I'm clearly delighted. But I felt first half we turned the ball over a lot, which we're not usually like that. We're usually more secure with the ball, and I felt that a lot of their attacks came from us being in good positions at the top of the pitch, and we were a bit loose with our possession at the top of the pitch, and consequently we'd turn it over and then we'd have to chase back and defend. And I felt that we give them too much, or we give them too much of the ball when we turned it over, when we could have been more secure. So I've got to be honest with you, I wasn't happy at half time. And I made it really clear at half-time that I wasn't happy, even though we're 2-0 up at a really tough place like this. And I felt that we could have played a lot better. Second half, I thought we were outstanding. I thought we managed it so much better. We was less loose. We were more secure with our possession. But obviously, really, really delighted. The players, I can't complain. They've been outstanding, and they were outstanding again today. Their effort they put in. But like I say, they were just a little bit loose in moments in that first half where I think we can play better.
You touched there on the game management. The last 2 games especially, we've been really, really good at that. We've made a sort of habit now of scoring an early goal, which we're not used to. A few months ago we were nicking games right at the last minute. But the game management, for such a young group, has been excellent, hasn't it?
Yeah, I felt that we rested with the ball really well. Certainly when we were 4-0 up, I thought that we was just good with the ball. We picked them off, we played back round, we picked them off, we played back round. I thought we did that really well. But we could afford to because we were 4-0 up. But I want to see us play like that from the off. And whilst I don't think we played poorly at the back in the first half, it was more so at the top of the pitch where I felt that we got in really good areas and was loose with the ball, kicked it off the pitch when it could have been a pass, slid somebody in and we kind of overcook it, or we turn it over, and I just felt that we were a little bit loose, that's all, and it's me kind of driving standards all the time, I think that the team can actually do better, but listen, I can't ask for too much. A result like this at Mansfield, they were a really good side, by the way.
Yeah, and we spoke a lot in recent weeks as well about looking at other fixtures. I'm sure you maybe have checked them already. I'm not sure if you have, but some haven't gone away today, some have again. But it just makes wins like these all the more important, doesn't it? With 5 what are really cup finals to go.
Yeah, of course. All we can do is concentrate on ourselves, regardless of what the others do around us. Now we just got to make sure that we get our own house in order and make sure that we get what we feel is going to be enough to get in the playoffs. And yeah, we're on course. But whatever the teams around us do, they do. We just got to concentrate on us.
I'm struggling to think of a player who hasn't scored recently, to be honest. We saw obviously 2 defenders on the score sheet at Newport on Monday, both wing backs on the score sheet today. We spoke a lot about it after the game. It must be so pleasing to see a variety of players popping up at different times with goals. Yeah,
I actually said, didn't I, in my press that I want Kellan to score more goals, and he scored today, and it was a good goal. So I'm pleased with the goals today. I thought they were really good goals. Some of them were outstanding team goals as well, where we played through and were really efficient with our play in the build-up. So yeah, they're great goals. I'll be looking forward to watching them back on the coach.
Yeah, some tough games to go. We've still got to play a lot of very, very good sides and sides at different ends of the table. But it seems like there's almost no stopping this squad at the moment. The confidence must be so high.
Yeah, really high. If anything, I've got to call them off a little bit. We can't wait to get to Wrexham now. It's almost a little bit like that, but we've got to make sure that we do everything professionally and right. We travel back tonight. We recover the boys tomorrow. We start looking at Wrexham and where we think we can win that game, and then we'll prepare accordingly on Monday and travel to Wales and get ourselves ready for another tough game.
206 Crawley fans here. They were excellent again. You said before that you'd never really hear, sort of so many times during the game, but I think you were able to take a break just for a minute today and hear one of the Lindsey give us away ones, which must have been nice. But we're taking much bigger numbers than we're used to games like this, and to give them the reward of these is just brilliant, isn't it?
Of course, yeah. Listen, it's the quietest I've ever known Mansfield fans. I've got to be honest with you, because they're really noisy, especially at that top tier. They're very, very noisy, and it's the quietest I've known them. And I could hear our fans over them, pretty much from the start of the game right to the end. But of course, the players give them something to sing about, which is always good. And I'm really pleased that we send them down the road with 3 points.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Kellan, thank you for joining us. What a victory that is here at Mansfield. Firstly, can I get your thoughts on the game?
I think we started off probably a little bit slow. I think we could play better in the first half. I think we managed it better in the second half, and scored a couple of goals in the second half as well, which I think then we had control of the game after that.
Yeah, let's talk about your goal. Obviously, very quick, first few minutes of the game against your former side. Your first goal for Crawley, it's taken a while. The gaffer actually said in his preview for this game that he'd like you to get a goal, and you've rewarded him, to be fair, with a great strike. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself to score a goal. It's been too long. I have a joke with Jay every day about me not scoring and whatnot, but so to finally do it, buzzing, and like I say, it's always nice to do it here as well, I suppose.
Yeah, you've had to wait a while for your first goal. There's not many better ways to do it, to set us off on a 4-1 victory away from home against a side, battling for automatic promotion. Your old side, obviously, it makes it even sweeter, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, just repeat myself, it looked like it took an age to go in, but honestly, the relief that I've got from finally just getting a goal now, but more importantly that we won the game and we managed the game really well. But on a personal note, it's nice to do it here.
Yeah, as you said there, we managed the game really well today. We've made a habit of scoring some early goals of late. Which obviously is a great bonus, but it means you've got to sort of see the game out and manage it perfectly, which we've done, especially in the last 2. Obviously, scoring 4 and keeping some very good sides at bay. How pleasing is it to see such a young side, managing games so well?
I think we just show every week that we're getting better and better and better. We've got a lot of good players coming off the bench as well. It's like we're a team. It's not just the lads that are starting. I think we're just managing games really well at the minute when we are going ahead, and I think it's just something we need to keep up going forward. Yeah,
the competition for places in the side has been obviously, really refreshing. Obviously, you've had to sort of, come in and out of the side. Ali's had some, good minutes as well, but you come back into the side. You've done really, really well recently, and how. I suppose it's a bit sweet, isn't it? Because you want to be playing every game, but also it must be pleasing to see everybody in the squad doing so well.
Yeah, of course. You, as a football player, you want to play as much as you possibly can. I played a lot of games at the minute. I played a lot of games since I've been here. So I think it's just squad rotation. The gaffer knows what he wants to do, and it's just got to respect his decision, and just when I get my chance, do what I can.
Yeah, you've done that today, certainly. We've got 5 games left of the regular season. Hopefully we'll be extending beyond that. Is this win a statement for what this side can achieve and what we will be aiming to achieve in the last 5 games?
I think so. I think in the terms of the last 2 performances, we've scored 8 goals. I think that is a statement in itself, but not to get ahead of ourselves now. We've got another game on Tuesday, and we just go again.
Yeah, the gaffer said that the boys are full of confidence. Obviously, I can imagine it was buzzing in the change room after that one and on Monday as well. And he said, if anything, he might have to sort of call you off because, we don't want to get too ahead of steam, but, it must be great to just sort of be rewarding yourself with these points.
I think you can always be buzzing after a win like that. Do you know what I mean? They're doing really well in the league and whatnot, so you can always be, happy when you win. But it is that. Don't get ahead of yourselves. We've still got some important games to go. Another big one again on Tuesday, so it's just about that now, focusing on that. But like I say, we're all buzzing from today. That's standard. You win a football match, you're going to be happy. But like I say, we've got another game on Tuesday now. We just got to get our heads down, recover, and go again. Yeah,
some important games, as you said, coming up. I suppose you also have to use the sort of positives from today to channel that into Tuesday, because it doesn't get any easier, does it? We're going to another side that are facing, the prospect of going up automatically. So, it's going to be tough. But if we play like we did today, we can beat anyone, can't we?
Yeah, I think we can. I think it's as a simple answer as that. I think we can beat anyone on our day when we play like that, especially in the second half. So yeah, I think that's perfect. I think we can beat anybody on our day.
Yeah, 206 travelling Crawley fans today. Scott said how good they were. As a player, I'm sure that you, perhaps on the wrong side of the pitch in the first half, but certainly in the second half, you would have heard sort of how good they were. And they're getting really behind the boys, aren't they? And 5 massive games to go, and I suppose the message is just keep the faith.
I think the fans here are absolutely brilliant, home or away. I see, even on a personal note, I think they've been brilliant with me since I've even came to the club. So I think they come in numbers today. It's a far journey as well. I think they're brilliant, and they stay behind us no matter what. So yeah, buzzing.
We're going to get a big whoosh on Twitter after this one.
Oh, 100% big whoosh.
Thank you, Kellan. Cheers.